Hello! As always, if you are new here, welcome. If you have been here before, welcome back. Y'all, I am taking every ounce of medicine and vitamins I have in my medicine cabinet right now, and I cannot shake this sickness. It's definitely the flu, but like my entire body aches. Like I tried to get up. I thought that I was starting to get over it, right? I thought that I was starting to feel a little better, and I went to go get up and go to the gym this morning, and oh my God, getting out of my bed, it's that, you know that feeling when you have the flu when like your skin is sensitive? Like you can feel everything that's touching your skin and it feels like it's just, I don't know how else to explain it. It's the worst. It's the body aches that get me more than anything. I just feel a little out of it. I mean, I've taken zinc, vitamin C, cold suppressant. I'm taking a nighttime cold suppressant, Theraflu. Like I'm taking everything that I possibly can within legal doses, and it's just not, I'm just not shaking it. I'm just not shaking it. I want to feel better, but it's okay. I am really excited to do this video today. So I've been wanting to do this for a long time on like a personal note. So I figured why not share it with y'all as I'm sharing my entire dating journey. I figured this is a huge part of it. So I've never made a list of what I'm looking for in a partner. I've never done that before. It's not that I don't believe in it. I obviously believe in things like this. I make a vision board. I am so into the whole concept of manifestation, and if you think it and believe it and work towards it, it will come to you. Like I totally believe that. So I thought, you know what? This is essentially making a vision board and manifesting for a partner. So if I believe in it in every other aspect of my life, why not give it a shot in this department as well? So I also think it will be really interesting to see if I do this again down the road, if I still haven't met someone and I do this again, and I can look back on this list and look at how my wants and needs have like changed over the years as I've grown and evolved. I think that'll be really interesting. I think it'll also be really interesting if I do find someone that like to see how much of them lines up with this list that I've made. Like, did I nail it? Did I totally miss the mark? Did I think that I wanted these things and I didn't actually want these things? Like, I just think it's a really fun exercise, and I don't think that it has to be something that you need to look at every single day. I'm not going to have this up on my vision board or anything like that. I think it's just a good exercise to make you sit down and like actually think about what you like, what you don't like, what you want, what you don't want, like what actually matters to you in a relationship, what actually matters to you in another person, more than just like my classic what's my type. I can tell you all day long like what I like to look at physically. Yeah, like that's, of course I would like to end up with my dream specimen of a man, but more importantly, I've been with men that I thought were my dream specimen of a man, and they did not treat me right, or just didn't hold the same values as me, or we just like would not have worked long term. So like as nice as having the dream specimen would be, I wanted to think about it more on like what are my need to haves in a person, right? Like what are my non-negotiables in a person? A lot of it can be negotiated. A lot of the habits that a person has, hobbies that a person has, the annoyances and nuances of a person, a lot of that can be negotiated and you can get over it. And when you love someone, you tend to look past things like this, right? But there are core things about people that you cannot look past that will destroy a relationship down the road, right? And just things that really draw you into certain people that don't draw you into others, like common interests and values and beliefs and things like that. So I wanted to really take some time to make a list of what these non-negotiable things are for me that I'm looking for in a partner. And so I did that, and I'm going to share these with you guys, which is, I'm letting y'all in a little bit into my inner monologue here about what I'm thinking about in terms of dating, right? All right. So again, this is not meant to be a hard and fast like checklist. If you don't check all my boxes, like get out of here. It's not like that at all. All right. It's not like that at all. It's just supposed to, I think this is just more so a way to keep me moving in the direction that I know that I want to be in, moving towards the type of men that I know I want to be with. This is just a good way to kind of keep my energy in that direction and keep myself in check. Because Lord knows I can be distracted by a beautiful thing all day long, all right? So this is gonna keep me on the right path about the things that actually matter, okay? All right, let's get started, okay? So first up, I have, these are really in no particular order. This is just kind of the order that I thought about them and wrote them down. All right, so first up, I have a good job. Preferably one that he actually enjoys and that doesn't consume his entire life, or at least won't for the long term. All right, so this one is important to me, and it's kind of twofold for me. One, because I understand that the age that I'm at right now, a lot of us are doing jobs that we aren't necessarily passionate about, right? It's just a necessary evil of being our age and trying to get to the point where we maybe can pursue passions in the world of work, right? But I do want to be with someone that wakes up every day and doesn't hate what he does every single day, because I have seen in my own life, like what that does to a person's mental space. It ruined mine. I want to be with someone that enjoys what they do. And if they don't enjoy what they do, they're moving in a direction to change that about themselves. And also, I don't want someone that works a job that consumes their entire life, or if it does consume their entire life right now, there is a end in sight for that. Like, we can see the light at the end of the tunnel for that. I understand that building a business, owning a business, things like that, like it really can consume you for a period of time. But I come from a family of men that their entire world was work, like came second to nothing. Work was it. Work was all that mattered. It's all that they did with their time. Dad was always at work. Dad was always on a work call. Dad was always stressed about work. The conversations at the dinner table were all about work. That is not the life that I want to live. I do not want to be living to work with my partner. I want to be working to live. Like, I want us to enjoy all aspects of our life. I don't want us to be like just working for the weekend. That's just not the lifestyle that I personally want. That just means that there may be certain career paths that I, tend to shy away from because I know the reality of that life and it just may not be for me. But yeah, that's a big one for me. Work-life balance, enjoying what you do to a degree every day, working towards doing something that you enjoy with your life and not letting work completely consume you. Those are big ones for me. Another thing, enjoying the outdoors. So this is a big one for me. I am a very active person. I like to work out. I like to be outside. I like to hike. I like to do very outdoorsy things. I just like to be on the go. I do not like to spend the vast majority of my time inside. I do not like to be cooped up. I don't enjoy that. And I want to be with someone that enjoys those same things. I think that such a big part of making a relationship work is having those common interests. I want to be dating my best friend. Like, this is the person that I want to do all of my favorite things with, and I want you to want to enjoy those as well. Obviously, I want us to have things that are our own, that we enjoy doing on our own or with our friends or whatever it may be. But like at the end of the day, like the core, what we enjoy to do, I want us to enjoy to do it together. And for me, a lot of that is outdoorsiness, activeness, working out. Like, I do want that to be a priority for the person that I'm with. And I think that it will also motivate me to stay on track in those departments, and I want us to motivate each other to continue to be active and live healthy lifestyles and work out and all of those things. So that's important to me for sure. Another one, okay, so I wrote down good relationships in his life, and I left it broad as relationships because I know that you can't really help what family you're born into. You really can't help that at all. And so whether it be good familial relationships, whether it be good friendships, I want this person to have strong relationship ties in his life. I think that it says a lot about person if you have long-term friendships, or if you've, maintained really strong family ties, whatever it may be. Like, I think that that is something that I value so much in my life. I am not like uber close with my family. We don't talk all the time. I don't need to see them all the time. I love them. I would do anything for them, but like, I'm not one of those people that's like insanely close with their family, but I am insanely close with my friends. Like, I take my friendships very seriously. I will continue to go and see them wherever they are in the country. We will continue to do activities together. I'll be a part of their kids' lives. They'll be a part of my kids' lives. Like, I take those relationships very seriously in my life, and I want to be with someone that understands that and that also has that in their life. No shade if that's not something that you have. That's not a priority for everyone, but for me, it's just the type of lifestyle that I live, and I would like my partner to kind of live that same lifestyle. So good relationships, strong relationships in his life is definitely important to me. Another one is having a hobby. So this isn't like a totally non-negotiable. I think that this is something that a lot of people learn later in life, or they kind of ebb and flow for people having hobbies, not having hobbies. But I would love to be with someone that spends their free time doing something that they're passionate about, whether it be for financial gain or not. Like, one of my favorite things in a relationship, I say this all the time, like, it's hilarious what I'll sit and listen to someone that I care about talk about. Like, you can be so into something that I know nothing about and I have no interest in, but if you love it and you're passionate about it and I care about you, I will sit there and listen to you talk about it all day long on freaking repeat. Like, I love when someone is passionate about something. I love when someone is pouring their energy into something. I love when someone's free time is being taken up doing something productive for themselves, enjoying for themselves. Like, I like that. I like that element of a person. I think that it shows a lot of maturity too. So I think that being with someone that has a hobby, I'm also someone that has very strong hobbies at this point in my life. And this is something newer that has come to me within the last year or so. So I understand that this does come later in life for people. So it's not like a totally non-negotiable for me, but I want them to be able to respect my time that I spend with my hobbies as well. Being able to respect each other's times and what we like and don't like and how we like to spend our free time is really, really important. And I spend so much of my free time working on my hobby that I want someone that understands and respects that. So preferably they would have one for themselves. If not, though, they need to respect mine and they need to respect my time and energy that I put towards my hobby, which right now my hobby is YouTube, which I do eventually would love to make it my career. But for right now, I need someone that understands and respects what I'm doing here. So, okay, next up, not a big partier or drinker. All right, this is a new one for me. I have always dated party boys. I have always dated the life of the party. I have always dated the one in the center of the crowd, the one that likes to have the most fun. That has always been the type of guy that I've dated. And just because a guy doesn't like to go party hardy super hard or drink a lot every single weekend doesn't mean that he's not a fun guy. I just want to be with someone that his idea of fun is not going out and getting hammered on the weekends. I am down to do that with you every now and again. I don't drink, but I am so okay with us going out to bars. Like, that part of my lifestyle is still there. But I don't want to wake up with someone and you be hungover every single weekend. I don't want you to be in bed till 1, 2 p.m. every single weekend. I don't want the highlight of our weekends to start when the sun goes down. Like, that's not the lifestyle that I live, and that's not the lifestyle that I want my partner to live, because we just wouldn't mesh. We have two totally different schedules at that point. And that's a new one for me. I've never dated men like that. I've never really thought about dating activities and what's fun to do in dating that doesn't surround around nightlife. And so that kind of shares that with me, that their whole life does not revolve around drinking and partying and going out on the weekends. I'm super excited to date someone like that. Okay, this is a big one, and this one is a big trait for me in relationships across the board. Friendships, romantic, whatever it may be. I really, really love people, and this is a non-negotiable for me and a partner because I think that this plays out through the entirety of our life. But I want to be with someone that I feel comfortable taking them into any crowd and they can mesh in whoever they're with. Like, I want to be able to go anywhere with you and not feel like I have to babysit you or hold your hand or make you feel comfortable in social situations. Like, that's just something that I've always valued in friendships as well. Like, all of my best friends are people that I can take anywhere, and I'm not worried about them judging the people that we're with, not having fun doing whatever we're doing. Like, we will make the best of whatever situation that we are in, and I never have to worry about them like that. And that is something that I really want in a partner as well. I just want you to be able to have a good time, enjoy whatever it is that we're doing, go with the damn flow. That is what I want in a person. I do not want to constantly be worried about whether or not you're having a good time, being worried about why you're standing off in the corner by yourself, being worried about, dude, does he want to go home? Does he not want to go home? Like, I don't want that. Go with the flow. We're having a good time. It's life. Chill. It ain't so serious, okay? And that's honestly how I am. I really do pride myself on my very go with the flow mentality when it comes to socializing. I really try to make the best of whatever situation I am in. I really try to be accepting of whatever crowd I am in, whatever people I am hanging out with. I really feel like I can hang out with a very wide variety of people, and that is something that I want in my partner as well. This is a funny one that I wrote down. Someone that my friends actually like. You would think that that is such a simple one, but my friends have never been big fans of anyone that I've dated. They've never been like, wow, I'm so happy for you. I'm so excited for you. Like, I can't wait to hang out with you and this person. Like, is so-and-so coming? I've never had a relationship where my friends really wanted to be friends with my partner, where my friends were super excited about the person that I'm with, where they really felt like we were a great match. And obviously I don't need everyone's stamp of approval in the relationship that I'm in, but I want my friends to like the next person that I'm with. I really want that. It's something that I personally want to experience. So that is a non-negotiable for me. Obviously I have some non-negotiables around my beliefs and values and religion and some political things. I'm not going to go into all of that today because, quite honestly, I don't feel like debating that with anyone in the comment section, but I do have some non-negotiables there as well, and I do think that it's really important for partners to align on those super big things. Just some of the really big political topics that are talked about all of the time. Religion is a big one. How you're gonna raise your kids is a big one. Do you want kids? Do you want to get married? Like, those fundamental beliefs and values, I think, are really important to understand about yourself and look for someone that believes in those same things. So yes, those are also a part of my, obviously I can't make a list like this and not include things like that. I'm just not in a place where I want to share that on the internet, and that's okay. Another big non-negotiable for me is I want to be with someone that makes me feel incredibly supported, that makes me feel like I can do anything that I set my mind to, that makes me feel incredibly confident, and that feels like a partner. Like, I don't think I've ever been with anyone that I really felt like I could rely on and that really truly believed in me. Like, really thought that when I threw out an idea, or when I said I want to do this or I want to do that, like, they truly backed me up and were like, okay, like, you said you want to do it. I know you can do it. Like, let's go do it. Like, I've never been with someone that made me feel supported like that. And I think that's probably one of the biggest traits that I'm looking for in a person. I have been doing this alone for a long time. Obviously, I have my family and they love and support me more than anything in the entire world. But on a day-to-day basis, I have been doing life on my own for as long as I can remember. Like, I've never had someone else that I could lean on or rely upon or share my innermost thoughts and feelings with. Like, I've never had that before. And I really want someone that I feel like I can lean on in that department, and that really is going to back me up and is going to catch me if I fall, because that is the energy that I give in a relationship. I There are partners that I've been with that I've just been like, I am riding for you. Like, whatever you want to do, like, I am right here. How can I help? What can I do? What do you need from me? Like, that is the energy that I bring. And so that is the only energy that I want to have come my way. And I think that is probably one of the biggest traits that I'm looking for in a person and that I'm looking for in a relationship moving forward. What a fun exercise to do. Like I said, I've never made a list before, but it really was kind of therapeutic for me to sit back and make this list. And I think the biggest part was kind of thinking back on my past relationships and what I liked and what I didn't like and what I would change moving forward. And not only did it really help me to make the list of what I want moving forward, but it really helps to put those relationships into perspective. And if I ever had any doubt that those were not the relationships for me, making this list made it very, very obvious that they were not the relationship for me and that there is something better for me out there. So I highly, highly recommend doing this little non-negotiables exercise. Like I said, it doesn't have to be something that you read every day, and someone does not need to check off every single box that you have on your list, but I just think it's a very good personal exercise to do, and I'm happy I shared it with y'all. So yeah, if you have not checked out my Why I'm Dating video or my Fears of Dating video, please be sure to go check those out. They are linked in the description, and please be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos moving forward. I'm gonna keep y'all nice and updated on this dating world that I'm entering into. But as always, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you back next time.